Have you ever caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and felt a pang of something? Not necessarily sadness, but perhaps a quiet recognition that time marches on. That the ease of movement you once took for granted, the effortless way you'd bound upstairs or lift a heavy bag of groceries, feels just a little bit different now. Or maybe you've dismissed that feeling, telling yourself, well, that's just how it is. I'm over 50 now. We live in a world that often subtly tells us that decline is inevitable after a certain age. That after 50, strength wanes, breath shortens, and our muscles become less responsive. We're bombarded with images of youth, and sometimes we internalize the message that the best years of our physical prime are behind us. But what if I told you that this widely accepted narrative is not just a misconception, but a dangerous one? What if the real danger isn't the natural process of aging itself, but our acceptance of its supposed limitations? This silent resignation, this belief that losing strength, endurance, and mobility is just part of aging, is where the true enemy lies. Because when we accept that as normal, we stop doing the very things that could not only halt, but reverse this process. And yes, my friends, this process is absolutely unequivocally reversible. And the best part? You don't need a fancy gym membership, expensive equipment, or hours upon hours of dedicated training. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 fundamental exercises, just 3, that can be adapted to any fitness level, even if you haven't exercised a day in your life. We're not just going to show you the movements. We're going to teach you how to make them your own, how to progress safely and effectively, and I'll even share a complete weekly routine to seamlessly integrate these into your life. But before we dive in, do me a favor. Leave your name and the city you're watching from in the comments below. I love seeing where our incredible community stretches. Let's kick things off with what I like to call the king of upper body exercises, the push-up. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, oh, the same old push-up, really? And believe me, I understand the skepticism. It's an ancient exercise, seemingly simple, and often associated with grueling boot camp drills. But few movements in the history of physical training have the sheer, undeniable effectiveness of the push-up. This timeless exercise continues to be one of the most efficient ways to strengthen your entire upper body without needing a single piece of equipment. The push-up primarily targets your chest, your triceps, those muscles on the back of your arms, and your shoulders. These aren't just beach muscles, folks. These are the fundamental engines for practically any movement we make with our arms in daily life. Think about it. Pushing a heavy shopping cart, lifting a large pot off the stove, reaching for something on a high shelf, or perhaps most critically, pushing yourself up after an unexpected fall. These are the muscles that spring into action. But the brilliance of the push-up doesn't stop there. It also powerfully engages your core. That incredible network of muscles that wraps around your entire central region, encompassing your abdomen, your lower back, and even your glutes. A strong core isn't just about a six-pack. It means better posture, significantly less back pain, and greater overall stability in every movement you make. It's the invisible foundation upon which all other movements are built. The basic form is deceptively simple to understand. Hands and feet on the floor. Body straight like a rigid board. Then bend and straighten your elbows. But within this simplicity lies a world of nuances that can make all the difference between a frustrating, ineffective exercise and a transformative one. Now, let's talk about adaptations. This, my friends, is where the magic happens for those of us who are resuming or starting physical activity after 50. The traditional push-up with your body extended and supported only on your hands and feet can be incredibly challenging initially. And you know what? That is perfectly fine. True wisdom lies in respecting your starting point and building from there, brick by brick. There's no shame in starting where you are. The shame would be in not starting at all. For absolute beginners, I wholeheartedly recommend starting with wall push-ups. Stand about an arm's length away from a sturdy wall. Place your palms at shoulder height and simply bend your elbows, bringing your chest gently toward the wall. Then push back. This movement activates the exact same muscles as the traditional push-up, but with a fraction of the load. It's the perfect entry point for building initial strength and, crucially, for learning the correct movement pattern, how to brace your core, how to keep your body straight. As this version becomes easier, and trust me, it will happen faster than you imagine, you can progress to the inclined push-up. Instead of the wall, use a table, a kitchen counter, the back of a sturdy sofa, or any stable surface that's roughly at waist height or slightly below. The principle is identical. Hands supported, straight body, bend and extend the elbows. The lower the support surface, the greater the challenge, as you're supporting more of your body weight. This is a fantastic bridge exercise. Eventually, you'll feel ready for push-ups with your knees on the floor. This is an excellent transitional step before tackling the full push-up. It significantly reduces the load on your upper body, but still provides effective stimulation for those muscles, helping you build the strength and endurance needed for the next level. I remember working with a client, Sarah, who came to me feeling utterly defeated about her upper body strength. She couldn't do a single full push-up. We started with wall push-ups, then moved to inclined, and within 3 months, she was proudly doing knee push-ups. It was a monumental victory for her, not just physically, but mentally. And finally, when the traditional push-up becomes a comfortable part of your routine and starts to feel easier, that's when we explore advanced progressions like the decline push-up, where your feet are elevated in relation to your hands. This variation shifts more weight onto your upper body, intensifying the work in your chest and shoulder muscles, pushing your strength to new levels. But just as important as knowing the variations is executing the movement correctly. Regardless of the version you choose, some principles are universal. Always strive to keep your body in a straight line from head to heels or to your knees in the modified versions. Do not let your hips sag towards the floor or pike up towards the ceiling. This neutral spine posture is critical, not just for the effectiveness of the exercise, but primarily for the safety of your back. Your elbows should not flare out excessively to the sides. Imagine them forming an angle of about 45 degrees with your torso. This protects your shoulder joints and better directs the work to your chest muscles. Breathing deserves special attention too. Inhale as you lower yourself down and exhale forcefully as you push back up. Use your breath as an ally to generate more strength. And please, don't rush. Controlled, deliberate movements are always superior to hurried, careless repetitions. One common mistake, especially when fatigue sets in, is letting your head jut forward. Keep your gaze directed slightly in front of your hands, maintaining a neutral neck alignment with your spine. As for the ideal quantity, start with what is challenging but achievable. Perhaps only 5 repetitions per set of the wall version, or maybe you can already do 10 knee push-ups. The important thing is to find that sweet spot of productive challenge where you feel the effort, but can maintain perfect technique. Rest about 60 to 90 seconds between sets or more if you need it. Consistency is your secret weapon here. You'll feel that gratifying sensation of progress. Those first 5 difficult repetitions suddenly transform into 10, then 12, and before you know it, you're ready for the next variation, a new challenge. The physical transformation is amazing, but the boost in confidence is truly priceless. If the push-up is the king of upper body exercises, then let's talk about the undisputed monarch of lower body movements, the squat. If there's one movement that directly reflects our autonomy in daily life, that movement is the squat. Think about it. How many times a day do you sit down and get up from a chair, a sofa, or a toilet? How often do you need to bend down to pick up something that fell on the floor, or to tie your shoes? This seemingly simple, yet incredibly fundamental movement is exactly what begins to become compromised with advancing age, unless we actively do something about it. When you perform a squat, you're simultaneously recruiting the largest and most powerful muscle groups in your body. Your quadriceps, the front of your thighs, your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, your glutes, your backside, and those deep core muscles we just talked about. This massive activation of muscle fibers generates a potent metabolic stimulus. In plain English, you burn a lot of calories, and you significantly improve your body composition by building lean muscle mass. But the benefits of squatting extend far beyond aesthetics or calorie expenditure. Squatting dynamically strengthens your knee and hip joints, dramatically improving their stability. It actively works on the flexibility of your lower body, something that tends to decrease drastically with age, leading to stiffness and limited movement. And perhaps most importantly for those over 50, it stimulates the natural production of anabolic hormones in your body, those incredible natural compounds responsible for maintaining and growing muscle. Let's talk about sarcopenia for a moment. That's the technical term for age-related muscle loss. It's one of the primary reasons why older adults lose mobility, independence, and become more susceptible to falls. The squat is a powerful weapon against this process, preserving not only your strength but also your bone density. Osteoporosis is a real concern as we age, and weight-bearing exercises like squats are crucial for maintaining strong, resilient bones. My own mother, after being diagnosed with early-stage osteoporosis, started incorporating squats into her routine, initially assisted, of course. Her latest bone density scan showed remarkable improvement, which her doctor attributed directly to her consistent weight-bearing exercises. It was a profound reminder of the body's incredible capacity to adapt and heal, even later in life. At its essence, the squat is simply the act of bending your knees and hips to lower your body toward the floor, and then returning to the starting position. It seems simple, and fundamentally, it is. But just like with push-ups, the squat offers a spectrum of variations that can be perfectly adapted to your current level of conditioning. If you're resuming physical activity after many years, or if you're new to it entirely, start with the assisted squat. Use a stable support, the back of a sturdy chair, a countertop, or even a door frame, to help maintain your balance as you lower down and stand back up. The movement should be controlled, deliberate, and unhurried. This support allows you to focus on the movement pattern and build confidence without fear of losing balance. As your confidence and strength blossom, you can progress to the free squat, performed without any external support. This challenges your balance and engages your core even more deeply. And eventually, to increase the challenge further, you can incorporate light weights. Water bottles are a fantastic starting point, held at chest height or simply hanging by your sides. Alternatively, simply increasing the number of repetitions is a powerful way to continue progressing without any equipment. A particularly gentle variation, especially beneficial for those with knee concerns, is the partial squat. Here, you only lower down as far as is comfortable without necessarily trying to reach the position where your thighs are parallel to the floor. The goal is pain-free movement. With time, and as your mobility and strength improve, you will naturally find yourself able to increase your range of motion. Listen to your body. It's your best guide. As for proper execution, some points are absolutely essential for both effectiveness and safety. Your feet should be approximately shoulder-width apart, with your toes pointing slightly outward, typically around a 15 to 30 degree angle. As you descend, imagine you're sitting back into a chair that's right behind you. This mental cue helps you push your hips backward, which is crucial for protecting your knees and properly engaging your glutes. Keep your chest lifted throughout the movement and maintain the natural curve of your spine, neither excessively arched nor completely rounded. Your knees should always track in the same direction as your toes, never collapsing inward. If you notice your knees caving in, it's a sign that you need to strengthen your hip stabilizer muscles, something the squat itself will help resolve over time with consistent practice. A very common mistake, particularly for beginners or those with limited ankle mobility, is letting your heels lift off the floor during the descent. This usually indicates a lack of flexibility in your ankles and throws your entire balance off. If this happens, a simple solution is to place a small support, like a folded towel or a couple of small weight plates, under your heels. While you use this support, you can simultaneously work on improving your ankle mobility through targeted stretches. Breathing here is vital. Inhale deeply as you descend, expanding your abdomen. Then, exhale forcefully as you rise, especially during the most challenging part of the movement. This technique, known as diaphragmatic breathing, not only provides more oxygen to your working muscles, but also helps to stabilize your spine, acting like an internal weight belt. The squat generally allows for a slightly higher volume than the push-up, as your leg muscles are naturally larger and more resistant to fatigue. For beginners over 50, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions is an excellent starting point. As your endurance builds, you can progress to 3 to 4 sets. The rest time between sets can range from 90 to 180 seconds, depending on your cardiovascular condition. Don't be surprised if your heart races and your breathing becomes more intense after a set of squats, needing a longer rest. This is entirely normal, and in fact is part of the incredible cardiovascular benefit of this exercise. With regular practice, you'll not only notice a significant increase in leg strength, but a remarkable improvement in daily activities like climbing stairs, without feeling winded or getting up from low seats with ease and confidence. It's as if your body remembers how to move efficiently and powerfully again. By integrating the squat with our first exercise, the push-up, we're already working a massive portion of your body's musculature. But an essential element is still missing: the strengthening of your central region, your core. But before we dive into the final, incredibly important exercise that will revolutionize your core strength, if you're finding this content valuable, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Having constant access to correct, science-based information is what will empower you to continuously improve your body, safely and effectively, without risk of injury. We're here to be your trusted guide on this journey. Alright, let's talk about the final cornerstone exercise, the plank. When I mention core, many people immediately think of a six-pack, those sculpted abdominal muscles you see in fitness magazines. But let me tell you, your core is so much more than just superficial abs. It's a sophisticated, complex system that includes deep abdominal muscles like the transverse abdominis, your body's natural corset, the oblique muscles, which allow you to twist and bend, the intricate musculature of your lumbar region, your lower back, your diaphragm, the primary muscle of respiration, and even components of your hip muscles. This intricate system works in harmony to support your spine, transfer force between your upper and lower body, and allow for safe, efficient movements in all directions. With aging, the loss of tone and strength in these deep core muscles is directly related to a myriad of common issues: chronic lower back pain, difficulties with balance, and even conditions like urinary incontinence. The plank is a powerhouse exercise that directly helps reverse this loss of core strength. It teaches your body to resist movement, to stabilize your spine in its perfectly neutral position. And this ability, my friend, is absolutely fundamental for the long-term health of your spine and for preventing injuries, not just during exercise but in everyday life. I've seen countless individuals, myself included, drastically reduce or even eliminate chronic back pain simply by consistently incorporating planks into their routine. It's truly transformative. The benefits of the plank go far beyond just a stronger abdomen. You'll notice tangible improvements in your general posture. You'll stand taller, more confidently. You'll experience a reduction in back pain as your core muscles become more efficient at supporting your spine. You'll find greater ease in daily activities that demand stability, like carrying groceries, getting in and out of a car, or simply standing for long periods. And yes, a strong core even improves the efficiency and safety of other exercises, like the push-ups and squats we've already discussed. They all build on each other. The basic version of the plank is performed in a 4-point position, much like you're about to do a push-up, but instead of supporting yourself on your hands, you support your forearms on the floor. Your elbows are directly beneath your shoulders, your feet are about hip-width apart, and your body forms a straight line from the crown of your head all the way to your heels. Sounds easy? Try maintaining this position with perfect form for 30 seconds, and then we'll talk. But just like our other two exercises, we have fantastic adaptations for beginners to ensure everyone can start safely. The plank can be done with your knees on the floor, which significantly reduces the load on your core, allowing you to build foundational strength and learn proper alignment. Or you can even perform a standing plank against a wall or a table, similar to the wall push-up adaptation. This is an excellent way to initiate core engagement and stability in a very low-impact manner. The key is to find the version where you can maintain a straight line from head to tailbone without arching or sagging. Correct technique is paramount to reaping the benefits and avoiding injuries. Here are some key points to observe. First, maintain that neutral line of the spine. Don't let your lower back sag towards the ground, creating an excessive arch, nor should you elevate your hips too high, creating a mountain shape. The position should be the one you would naturally assume if you were standing with good posture, just horizontally. Second, actively engage your core. It's not enough to just be in the position. You need to feel the work. Imagine gently pulling your belly button slightly toward your spine, as if you're bracing for a gentle punch, but crucially, without holding your breath. This conscious activation makes all of the difference in engaging those deep core muscles. Third, your shoulders should be relaxed and pulled down away from your ears. It's a common tendency to shrug your shoulders up toward your neck when under tension, but this shifts the work away from your core and can cause discomfort in your neck and upper back. Fourth, breathe steadily and in a controlled manner. The tendency is to hold your breath during isometric exercises like the plank, but this unnecessarily increases intra-abdominal pressure and can impair your ability to hold the position effectively. Keep that breath flowing. Finally, avoid those two common errors we mentioned: letting the hips drop, which overarches the lower back, or elevating the hips too much, which reduces core engagement. Both positions compromise the correct work of the core and can overload other structures. As for sets and repetitions, the approach for the plank is a bit different since it's an isometric exercise, holding a position. We work with time instead of repetitions. For beginners, 3 sets of 10 to 20 seconds, with a rest of 45 to 75 seconds between them, is an excellent starting point. As your endurance grows, you can gradually increase the holding time of each set to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds or more. The goal is to hold with perfect form, not just to hold for a long time with sloppy technique. Now, knowing these 3 incredible exercises is one thing. Organizing them into an efficient weekly routine is the key to obtaining consistent results without overloading your body. After 50, our muscle recovery tends to be a bit slower than when we were younger, and we need to respect this rhythm to avoid injuries and ensure continuous progress. The ideal is to perform each exercise 2 to 3 times a week, allowing at least 48 hours of recovery between sessions that work the same muscle groups. This means we can create a fantastic training routine on alternate days, or if your schedule prefers consecutive training days, we can alternate the focus of the exercises. Here's a practical suggestion for a weekly routine that perfectly balances effort and recovery, designed specifically with your body in mind. Monday, strength foundation. Warm-up. Start with 5 minutes of light walking in place, gentle arm circles and leg swings to get your joints lubricated and blood flowing. Think of it as waking up your body. Push-ups. 3 sets of repetitions appropriate for your current level, e.g., 5-10 wall push-ups or 8-12 knee push-ups. Focus on perfect form. Squats. 3 sets of 10-15 repetitions, e.g., assisted squats or free squats. Remember to sit back into that imaginary chair. Planks. 2 sets, holding for 10-20 seconds each. Focus on bracing your core and maintain a straight line. Cool down. Finish with a light stretch of your chest, shoulders, and legs. Hold each stretch for 20-30 seconds. Tuesday, active recovery day. This is not a rest day, but a recovery day. A 20 to 30-minute walk at a moderate pace, perhaps with a friend or listening to your favorite podcast, is excellent. Alternatively, gentle mobility exercises like yoga or Tai Chi are fantastic options. The goal is to promote blood flow and aid muscle recovery without stressing your body. Wednesday, strength builder. Warm-up. Similar to Monday, 5 minutes of light movement. Squats. 3 sets, trying to slightly increase the number of repetitions, e.g. 12-18, or the duration of your assisted squats. Planks. 3 sets, trying to increase the holding time a little bit, e.g. 15-25 seconds diet. Push-ups. 2 sets. Since we've already worked the core quite a bit with the plank, we slightly reduce the volume of push-ups today to allow for continued recovery. Cool down. Light stretches. Thursday, another active recovery day, similar to Tuesday. Consistency on these lighter days is just as important as on your more intense training days. They are crucial for sustained progress and injury prevention. Maybe try a short bike ride or just a relaxing stroll in a park. Friday, full body circuit and endurance. Warm-up. A slightly longer warm-up today, 7 to 8 minutes, really getting your body ready for a dynamic session. Circuit training. This is where we elevate the intensity slightly by performing a circuit. You'll alternate between the 3 exercises, doing 1 set of each with minimal rest, e.g. 30 seconds, between them, and then repeating the entire circuit 3 times. Set 1. Push-ups, your chosen variation. Set 1. Squats, your chosen variation. Set 1. Planks, your chosen variation. Rest 60-90 seconds. Repeat circuit, sets 2 and 3. This approach adds a wonderful cardiovascular component to your workout, getting your heart rate up and improving your endurance. Cool down. Finish with a thorough relaxing stretch, focusing on all major muscle groups. Saturday and Sunday. These are your true rest days, or you can choose to do another active recovery session if you feel inclined. Listen to your body. This routine provides a structured yet flexible framework. The beauty lies in its adaptability. On any given day, if you feel particularly tired, adjust the number of sets or repetitions down. If you feel great, try adding 1 or 2 more repetitions or increasing your plank hold time slightly. The key is consistency over intensity, especially when you're starting out. What I've shared with you today isn't just a workout plan. It's an invitation to reclaim your strength, your independence, and your vitality. This isn't about looking like you're 20 again. It's about feeling vibrant, capable, and confident at any age. It's about being able to play with your grandchildren without pain, to pursue hobbies you love, to navigate your home and the world with ease and security. I've seen firsthand the profound impact these 3 exercises can have. Take, for instance, Robert, a 65-year-old retired teacher who initially struggled with severe knee pain and couldn't even stand up from a dining chair without pushing off his knees. We started with assisted squats, literally just 5 reps at a time, slowly building up. Within 6 months, he was not only getting up from any chair independently, but also enjoying long walks with his wife again. His story isn't unique. It's a testament to the fact that our bodies are incredibly resilient and capable of adapting even after 50. The biggest lesson here is simple, yet profound. Your body is designed for movement and it responds to stimulus regardless of your age. The silent resignation I spoke of at the beginning is the true barrier. By consistently engaging in these fundamental movements, adapted to your current ability, you're not just performing exercises. You're investing in your future self. You're telling your body, I'm still here, I'm still capable, and I'm ready to thrive. If you like this and want to discover beyond the plank, more isometric positions that can heal and strengthen your body regardless of age, we're showing right now on the screen a video featuring the best ones for each part of the body. Thank you for watching this far, my friend. May God bless you on your journey to a stronger, more vibrant you. Take that first step today. Your future self will thank you.